All right, let's begin. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. On behalf of Meridian Quality Management Professionals, I am delighted to welcome you to today's webinar, Stress Management. My name is Mohammad Khizr Islam, and I am honored to be your moderator for this session. It's truly exciting to see such a diverse and engaged audience joining us today. Before we begin, here are a few points to keep in mind for the webinar. The webinar will last approximately 60 minutes. We highly encourage your participation. Feel free to type your questions in the chat box. Our esteemed speaker, Ms. Maro, will address them during the Q&A session at the end. Okay, now let me take a moment to introduce Meridian Quality Management Professionals. With over 20 years of global expertise, Meridian operates in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Bahrain, and our headquarters are in Canada. Our core services include management consultancy, training services, certification services, specialized manpower supply, third-party services, and also we are proud to be Highfield and TVTC approved as a trusted training center. Thank you, Ms. Maru, for joining us. Without further ado, let's get started. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. A formal welcome from my side. I'm Maharo Haris, and I am a trainer of NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, from the American Board of NLP. I am a soft skill trainer as well. I am also a trainer from the American Board of Hypnotherapy, that is known as ABH. And I am also a master coach of time and therapy techniques. I have an experience of 15 years in education system. And my expertise are in basically mindfulness, hypnosis, stress management, anything related to phobia, trauma, anything. So let's start today's webinar. And let me tell you, this webinar is basically an interactive one. This webinar has so many activities that will help you to overcome your stress on daily basis, and we will be looking into different parts of stress and how to overcome and how you can develop that mindset of being in total control of your emotions. So moving on. So in our today's discussion, we will be looking into first what is the stress, basically the causes and its impact on you, physical, emotional, and behavioral. Then we will be looking into some effective stress management techniques. And then, of course, we will be looking into some mindfulness and relaxation strategies as well. And last but not the least, we will be looking how to stay productive under pressure. So for the first part, I would like all of you, to just use the chat box and let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, how stressed are you right now? 1 being the happiest and 10 is being you're really, really in stress. 1 is the calmness. So just take a moment. Okay, it's 2 from one of our participant. It's 5. It's 7. Good. It's 5. And if I ask you, what in particular your stress is related to? Anything, any part of your life that you're really stressful about? The numbers that you have just written, 7, 5, 3, or 2, whatever it is. It can be your work, it can be your relationships, it can be anything and everything that involves stress in your life right now. It can be a one-word answer. Married life, both job and home. Good. Career growth. Nice. Awesome. Perfect. So it's very interesting to see that stress basically lies in all different places in our lives, basically. It can be our deadlines, it can be our family responsibilities, and let me tell you, you are not alone in this journey. There is always a pattern: my degree, my job, my family, my health condition. So we have similar answers. It is related to our work, it is related to our health, it is related to our relationships. It's good. So let's talk about what is stress actually. We do listen this word: I was unable to meet something because I was in stress. Stress is basically your body's natural response to any challenge in your life. Now, this challenge area can be anything, as you guys have just shared about your work, relationships, and other stuff. So, it is a very natural response that your body gives, because if we talk about the conscious and the unconscious mind, our unconscious mind's prime objective is to save our body. It will always give you something that you don't know. Your unconscious mind knows the solution to every problem, and your conscious mind only knows the problem. So, stress is basically a natural response. Now, it is our responsibility how to tackle it, how to go about it, and how to manage it. Because um, till our whenever we are in a place where we are stuck, or where there's some barrier in our life, we do feel stressed out. So, let's see some types of stresses. Now, I'll talk in detail about these three things because it's very necessary to know which type of stress you are dealing with. And yes, it can be one, it can be both, and it can be all three of these. So, let's talk about the acute stress. Acute stress is the body's immediate reaction to any challenge, but it is a very short term and immediate response. To a very sudden challenge. It can be a threat, it can be some pressure. It's just like whenever an unwanted event happens in your life, your body goes into a fight or flight reaction or mode. Now, this has been designed automatically by our body. We don't do it deliberately. What happens is your body helps you to react quickly in high pressure situations. For example, just if you're driving and any car just tries to bump in, or if there is some red light and you've just seen the signal, you just press brake, right? So this is the fight or the flight response your body has automatically generated. So acute stress is very short term, it is immediate, and it is very brief. Chronic stress is a little bit different. It is, I will be talking about it as well. What is chronic stress? It lingers over time. Acute stress is very brief and it typically resolves once the situation is over. Once your situation is calm and relaxed, you are out of that stressful situation. Now, if I talk about the causes of acute stress, number one, it can be an unexpected situation in your life, it can be a sudden deadline or an argument, or it can be a near miss accident. Secondly, it can be public speaking or exams. Let's suppose you are going in a meeting, or there is something that you need to present in front of few people, and you feel pressure about that. So that triggers that stress response, but it is temporary. Once that event is over, your stress is gone. Third one, we have physical danger. Let's suppose a car suddenly stops in front of you. So that triggers an instinctive reaction in your body. So that can be a physical danger which creates acute stress. But when it will be over, the stress will be gone automatically. Then the fourth one is high stake moments. Let's suppose you are going for a job interview. You have done all the preparation. You are really, really well prepared, but still you have something in your mind whether it will be going good or bad. So it can be a big presentations, or it can be a sports competition. There are so many things where this you have high stake. Okay. Now, what will happen? Effects of acute stress. What will it will give you to your body and to your mind? The immediate physical reaction will be increased heart rate. You will start breathing rapidly. You will have muscle tension around your face. It can be your neck, it can be your anywhere in your body or one part of your body. When you have acute stress, the adrenaline rush is there. That boosts your focus, your energy, and you become more alert, right? Then we have short term mental impact as well. You can have feelings of overwhelmness, you can be anxious, or you can be irritable, or you feel frustrated about the things, but this is again very short term, very short lived. Then another effect of acute stress is quick recovery. Once the symptoms are gone, once your meeting is done, your job interview is done, or anything that was a deadline, once it's done, you feel really, really relieved about it. So acute stress is very normal. And to have success in life, we should have little bit motivation, and that motivation is many times being pushed by this stress, that is acute stress. It helps you to manage your things really, really well. It sharpens your focus, it boosts your performance, and it helps you to react to challenges very effectively. Then also acute stress is little bit stress is also healthy, because it helps you to keep motivated yourself to complete your task on time. Once you are in the habit of managing time really well, this can also be gone very quickly. The second type of stress we have is the chronic stress. Now, this stress is it is something that which you should be really, really worried about. It is basically a silent strain on your mind and on your body. And how this chronic stress becomes a chronic stress. It is basically a long-term ongoing stress that has persisted over weeks, years, months. And unlike acute stress, which is very temporary and can sometimes be motivating, chronic stress gradually wears down you mentally, emotionally, and physical well-being. So, chronic stress will give you three things in your life. It may give you disease, it may give you trauma, it can give you so many other stuffs. Now, let's see what are the causes of chronic stress. And we will be looking into their remedies when we will be sharing all the activities. I will be going through different activities today, lots of them. So, the cause of chronic stress can be your work pressure, your workplace. Constant deadlines are given to you. You have job insecurity, or there is something that you're stuck with in your life, in with your job, or there's some toxic working environment around you, and that is hitting you daily on daily basis. So that can be part of chronic stress. Then it can be financial struggles, ongoing worries about money, or you are in debt, or there's some economic instability in your country, and there's inflation. So all these financial struggles will cause chronic stress. Relationship issues. Those issues in the relationships which are unresolved till to date. The toxic relationships which you are carrying on, the baggage that you're carrying on, or you have very caregiving responsibility, that can give you chronic stress. Health problems. Let's suppose you have some health condition, and because of that you are ill and you are medically unfit, so that can give you stress as well. Or on the other hand, maybe you are looking after a sick person, a sick loved one basically, and that is also giving you some chronic stress, and that may give you health problems. Then the last one that I have is uncertainty and life transitions. Major life changes in your major events basically in your life, like divorce, or you are relocating somewhere, or you have lost a huge amount of money, or anything. Loss can be anything. So that can give you chronic stress, something that you cannot recover immediately. So that will give you chronic stress. Now, the impact of chronic stress, how it will be affecting your body and your mind. Let's talk about the mental impact first. It will give you anxiety. Anxiety is always about some future event in your life. It will give you some depression. It will give you difficulty in concentrating. Your focus will not be there. You will have memory problems. You will forget things very easily. Then, emotional strain. You will be very, very much irritated very quickly. You have mood swings, or you feel overwhelmed, or you think a lot. You think really, really a lot about things which doesn't matter anymore. Physical symptoms can, you may have headaches, you can have low blood pressure or high blood pressure, you can have digestive issues. Maybe your immunity is decreasing day by day. You catch viruses very quickly. The long term risk may include diabetes, they can be sleep disorders, and it can be so many things that I can add here. Anything and everything that is related to disease is basically emotional imbalance. So we cannot avoid stress, but suffering from chronic stress, we can manage it. So we need to manage our stress very effectively to regain our control on our lives, to live a very healthier and more balanced life. The last type of stress is eustress. Now, some stress are really good. This is the positive side of stress. Now, all stress are not harmful. So this type of a stress is basically that motivates you. It enhances your performance and it helps you to stay focused. It energizes you. It is resilient without overwhelming you. It really helps you to grow. So this type of a stress, let's talk about it. Um, maybe you want to grow, or you're adapting something, or you want success in your life. Let's talk about the characteristics of eustress first, and then I will be giving you a few examples of it. Short term and manageable. It is very short term and it is manageable. You have something, a very small task, and you did it very really well. So that is eustress. Okay. Then we have enhancing your performance. Eustress will always boost your focus. It will always make you think out of the box. It will make you creative. It will help you to solve problem very easily. And once you have this eustress, you feel excited. You don't feel overwhelmed. You don't feel sad. Basically, you feel excited. That is what eustress is, because it challenges you. It doesn't exhaust you. It doesn't exhaust you mentally or physically. Eustress promotes growth. It helps to build resilience. It helps to build confidence. It helps to upgrade your skills. Now, let's talk about some daily examples of our eustress in our daily lives. It can be public speaking. So, let's suppose anyone has some fear of public speaking, right? We do have nervous energy before a presentation. What type of audience I will be catering to, or what are the questions are there, or maybe how many people will turn up, what type of the audience will be there, what type of questions they might be asking. So this is a little bit stress that is helping you to make your presentation or make your maybe your interview really well. So it is motivating you. It is not keeping you down. um, when you're going for an interview, you do have little bit pressure, but that pressure pushes you to showcase your best self, because the person in front of you doesn't know you. You are the one who will be telling him or her about yourself. So that is you stress. You feel excited about it. Then we have deadlines and challenges. When you're working towards a goal in your life, and if you really really want that goal and that is really important for you, that automatically enhances your productivity, your creativity, and your problem solving skills. If I want something in my life and I really need it, and that is on top priority in my life, I will be working for it. So I am in stress, but I'm managing it, I'm working for it. Exercise and fitness goals. Physical stress on muscles leads to what? Strength and endurance. So that is eustress. Those people who go to gym, or they want to have a very, uh, they want to feel fit, they are they are doing everything and anything that the training is asking them to do in the gym. It is giving stress on their muscles, but for what? For strengthening them, for giving them what they want, how they want to see themselves in front of the mirror, how they see themselves inside their minds. Learning new skills. If I want to compete with the world, I have to, sorry, I have to learn new skills. So if I just keep and sit that I don't want to learn anything, that will give me a chronic stress, or it can be an acute stress. But on the other hand, if I have a growth mindset, what will happen? I will start practicing things which are not very familiar to me, and I will accept those challenges, and then I will be moving towards the growth part. So, the key to managing stress is not eliminating it. We cannot eliminate the stress, but we can only manage it. We can manage it into a positive force for growth. Next, we have the impact of stress on mind and body. So, we will be looking into the physical, emotional, and behavioral effects, how stress drains you. It is three types: physical, emotional, and behavioral. And let's talk about the physical one first, which we do face immediately. So, physical impact can be headaches and muscle tension. You might have a stiff neck, there's some stress. People do get their neck or their shoulders are really tight, or they have frequent migraines. So, that is your stress that is impacting you physically. You may have digestive issues. Maybe you have bloating, or you have IBS, or you have upset stomach. Maybe your immune system is really weak now. You are unable to be, like, if the weather has changed, because of low immunity, you get sick very easily. So maybe you are catching colds and infections, or if you have something going on as a health issue, the healing is really, really slow. So that is how stress is impacting you physically. Then heart problems, high blood pressure, you are breathing really rapidly, your heartbeat is really it's very rapid, or your cholesterol and other stuff. Then it can also affect your sleep patterns. You may have insomnia, or no matter you have slept for 6 to 8 hours, but still you're not fresh. You don't feel that you have slept enough. So these are few of the physical impacts of stress on your body. Now, emotional impact. If you have constant, daily, every minute, every second, you are feeling overwhelmed of the future. You are really fearful of the future. What will happen in 10 years? What will happen in 1 year? What will happen if I will lose this job? What will happen if I will not be able to get a promotion? Or what will happen if my salary will not increase? Or if you are a businessman, whatever I have started, what will happen? What? And every what is connected with the limiting belief that what will happen if this will not happen. So that is what stress is giving you an emotional impact, and that will create lots and lots of barriers in your life. You will have mood swings. You might have sudden frustration. Maybe you have anger and sadness. Basically, anger is the first emotion that we get, the first negative emotion that we have whenever stress comes into us. There are people who manage anger very, very beautifully, or I say very gracefully. And yes, few of us do need to learn how to manage our anger. So mood swings can be there. You can have memory issues, there can be brain fog, you may forget things very easily, and you're unable to focus on stuff. You're doing one thing here and you're doing one thing there. You want to start something, but you are unable to start something. If anyone of you wants to quit the job and start their own business, maybe they are stuck in that, some inner conflict is going on, or maybe in their past lives you have faced any difficulty in your life, and that is also creating some barriers in moving ahead. Also, emotional impact of stress is also low self-esteem. You are not confident about yourself. You don't feel good about yourself. You feel that I'm not good enough. I can't do this. How is it possible? How it can be me? You just you're just focusing on what you don't have. In fact, if you practice gratitude, on the other hand, your self-esteem will boost. You feel emotionally drained. Then you may feel depressed. You are continuously, persistently, you are sad. You don't feel good. Even if you are in a place where you really enjoy things, you are not happy there. You are sad. You feel isolated, and there's some emotional numbness. You don't feel fully happy. You say, yes, it's okay, it's fine. Yeah, everything is fine. Things like that. So that is what stress is.
I'm sorry, I think we are facing some technical issues. Just hold on a second. Please bear with us till ma'am joins again. I think there are some technical issues that she's facing. I'm trying to resolve them and get her back here.
Apologies, I got disconnected. Just a minute. All right. Can all of you can see my screen?
Yes, it's visible. You can continue, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right. So I was talking about the behavioral effects. Now, when stress is there, you have unhealthy coping mechanism. You have emotional eating. You can have excessive consumption of caffeine, or you smoke a lot. You have smoking habit. um, Other behavioral impacts can be you procrastinate a lot. You start something and you are unable to finish it, or you can't start something but you really really want it to be started. Then you avoid responsibilities. You withdraw yourself from responsibilities. You don't want to take any role where you are the leader or you are leading something. You become socially withdrawal. You isolate yourself from friends, family, and avoiding social situations. You have habits, for example, you nail biting, you're fidgeting, you are restless, or you have something which is compulsive behaviors disorders. What happens with behavioral impact? It will automatically will give you burnout. Your productivity will be reduced and you won't be feeling really good about your stuff. So these were a few of the behavioral, emotional, and the physical impacts. Let's talk about the signs of stress. I'll go quick about it because I need to move towards the activities part. Okay. So we did talk about little bit of fight and flight response previously. So there is a hormone which is called as cortisol. This is produced when you have something which is related to stress. Um, on the other hand, the adrenaline rush, which is the happy hormone, it gives you happy moods, or you are happy about it. You feel your energy levels are really good. Now, what happens to this cortisol or the stress hormone? When adrenaline provides an immediate reaction, cortisol is the primary stress hormone responsible for sustaining energy levels during this stress, right? So, released by the adrenal glands, cortisol will regulate your blood sugar levels. It will enhance your brain function because it wants you to improve your focus. It will reduce your inflammation. It will temporarily suppresses non-essential functions in your body. But if you have prolonged high cortisol levels, it will lead to what? Chronic stress. It will again weaken your immune system. It can give you either weight gain or weight loss, digestive issues, etc. How to manage it? I'm moving on towards the first activity, a quick body scan. Now, what I want all of you to do is to just sit back, just relax and sit back if you're in a quiet place, just take a deep breath, inhale, and you can close your eyes if you're comfortable about it. And start scanning your body from head to toe. Just scan it. Do you feel any tension in your forehead? around your eyes, around your face, around your neck. Just start scanning your body from head to toe. Take a minute for it. Take your time and keep on breathing. If there is any thought coming in your mind, just let it go. Do not hold it. Do you feel any tension? Is it your shoulders or your jaw or back? And just notice it without any judgment. And if you have done it, you can just open your eyes and let me know in the chat. Was there anything that you were not aware of and you have just seen it, felt it, anything? Any tension that you have felt? You can use the chat. Maybe your neck was stiff, your shoulders were tight, anything like that? Okay. So, since there are no responses, I'll move on. Yes, feeling tired. Yeah, it can be anything. It can be any response. So, to scan your body daily is a good exercise. You can always just scan yourself. Just give 2 minutes of your precious time to your precious body, because whatever you think is a direct source of motivation to your body, right? Now, let's talk about some breathing exercise. Now, we will be going through a process which is called as box breathing. Now, my boxes has four corners basically. We can have boxes of so many shapes. We are taking box breathing as our exercise. Now, just follow my instructions. Just sit back and relax. And you will be inhaling for 4 seconds. And you will hold that breath for 4 seconds. And then you will exhale for next 4 seconds. Okay, and you have to repeat it 3 times. Now, a disclaimer: if you feel 4 seconds are not okay for you, go for 3 seconds or less. Okay, so let's start. I'll start inhaling, and how I do it, I count by my fingers. So inhale, hold, exhale, and relax. You can do it for 3 seconds. Can all of you do it? You have to inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and then repeat. Is this clear to everyone? Okay, let's start. We'll do it for a minute, or if you finishes it in less than a minute, that is perfectly fine. Just give me a thumbs up once you are done. Good. So let's start. Inhale, hold, exhale. Good. Again, repeat. Inhale, hold, exhale. Good. How does that make you feel in just a minute or less than that? Were you able to see any shift in energy in yourself, or your mind was little bit, there was some dizziness or anything that you have felt, or if you were anxious already, did you feel a little bit calmness in your body? This is called box breathing. When are we going to do it? Whenever a situation hits you, which is, of course, which was not planned or something, you need to inhale, hold your breath, and exhale. Do it for a minute, feeling calmness. So this will happen. If less than in a minute, if it has shown you some result, see if you do it for 5 minutes daily, it will be a great exercise and meditation for you. And it's really simple. You can do it anytime during the day. When you wake up, you can do it there and then as well. Let's move on to the next technique. Okay. Time management and prioritization. Now, this is Eisenhower metrics, and let me explain this metrics to you. We have a vertical and a horizontal column here. There are so many tasks till this 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. you have done today, right? Now, I want you to just imagine and fill this visually. We don't have to write. How many tasks up till now during the day that were really important and urgent for you? So those tasks were the things that you should be doing, right? Then think about the task that you have maybe done today, which was urgent but which was not important. it was urgent, but it was not that important. So if you have anything like that in your mind, you need to delegate it, right? If anything during the day was not urgent but was important, for that particular task, you have to decide. All right, because if it is not urgent, then the time is not there. So you need to decide when you have to do it, right? During the day, if you have done something which was not urgent, it was not important, just delete it. How you can use this metrics in your daily life? If you are stuck in your life and there are so many things, your plate is full and you don't have any plan, just do one thing. Write down all the tasks and start filling this metrics. And you will see where your focus is actually. If your focus is on the things which are not urgent and not important, then you need to make a plan, you need to delegate, you need to decide, and then you need to do those things. If your focus is on the things that are really urgent and important, that will give you success, right? So this is how you can manage your time easily. Cognitive reframing. This matrix is easily available on Google. You can take it from there. All right. So let's talk about cognitive reframing. It is a psychological technique basically. It changes just the way you perceive things and you respond to situations. For example, you have a negative thought in your mind. The first thing that you need to do is you need to see whether this thought is really helpful for you or it is just your assumption. Is it really there or not? You need to identify that thought. Is it the reality? Then if it is, you need to challenge the thought. Is this thought based on facts or assumptions? Is this only my mind or is it something else? Right? Then you need to also see to reframe that negative thought. Let's suppose you have a thought that I'm not good enough. Then found some counter questions. What are the evidences that has made that thing so much concrete in your mind? Aren't you more than that enough? Are you more than that? Is that only thing that you have in your life? You need to reframe your thoughts. Stop asking yourself questions why. You need to ask yourself intelligent questions like how and what. When should I do it? How should I do it? How should I overcome this problem? How should I manage my stuff? When am I going to do it? But if you are focusing on why this has happened with me, why it is only always me, you are not going to proceed in your life. So cognitive reframing is a psychological technique. It will always give you some ways to help you in the future. um I failed this task, so I'm not good enough. So you can say to yourself that it was a learning experience and I can improve next time. Then we have healthy habits. Okay. Now, healthy habits doesn't mean only about eating. It can be your exercise, it can be other stuff. So, healthy habits can physical involve physical fitness, mental well-being, emotional health, and productivity. So if you're focusing your health, so you need to have regular exercise, you should have balanced diet, you should have quality sleep. If you are looking for mental well-being, you should start journaling, you should have mindfulness, you should have cognitive reframing. Then if you're looking for emotional health, which is part of healthy habit, you need to practice gratitude. Gratitude is very important. You should be thankful whatever you have today. You should not only complain that what you don't have. You should start managing your stress. You should nurture relationships around you. See how you can manage those stuff. Productivity and focus. Start managing your time. You can use that metrics that really helps a lot. You can prioritize your things which are really important, which are not urgent. Whatever you do in healthy habits, it will reduce your stress, it will boost your energy levels, and it will enhance overall quality of life. Moving on, mindfulness meditation. I'm just give me a minute. Again, it is a meditation. Now, if you guys are sitting, just Be careful that your legs are not crossed. Okay, just relax and you can keep your hands on the lap. All right. Now just follow my instructions. You can just close your eyes and take a deep breath. And as you inhale and exhale, just focus on your breath. And imagine that you are at a peaceful place. It can be a garden, it can be a beach, or your favorite place. Or if you can't think of any place, make one for yourself. Just sketch it on your mental screen, add visuals, colors, sounds, anything and everything that is important for you. And just now allow your mind to relax. Just relax. When we do meditation, when we do mindfulness, we focus on nothing. All right. If you want to focus on something, you're focusing on a peaceful scene that you have just made or a favorite place that you already have in your mind, and you're just there. You can open your eyes and you can come back. So this is a this was a meditation technique which is called as mindfulness. Mindfulness techniques help you to keep your focus on one thing only, right? Not everything, just one thing. It can be a tick tick of the clock that you have in your room. Okay, journaling for stress release. Now, how to journal things? If we are journaling, if we are making plans which are really important for us, let's suppose you have a day plan or something, and there are so many things that are not helping you in any way, so you can put all those things on the paper. You can reflect, you can do self reflection, you can see what is really helping you. You can make a calendar, you can write affirmations that I am getting better and better in my life. You can write down all the things that you have gained so far in your life. So when you are journaling, you journal everything, whatever went good or bad during the day. So that techniques help you to see where your focus is and where you need to put more energy, right? Then, um, if I give you a affirmation, if any one of you practice affirmations, here's a suggestion. Use affirmations that are really in present continuous tense. Let's suppose I am getting better and better. I am strong and capable. Don't put a affirmation like this. I will get better. Your brain doesn't know when to get better, right? So we need to focus on the stuff which is in present continuous tense, because your brain follows what instructions you gave it to it, right? Your unconscious mind. So be careful in what you are talking with your brain. Now, progressive muscle relaxation. Again, we did this a little bit earlier. How you will be doing it? You can give 5 to 10 seconds. Just find a place where you can sit in a comfortable position and start focusing on every muscle of your body. You can start from the toe to the head or head to the toe. All right. And then just hold your breath. Add that box breathing in this and then see. And if you find any tightness in the muscles that you have, just just give them a command that they are relaxing now. All right. When you work on this progressive muscle relaxation, what will happen? It will reduces physical tension and stress. It will lower your anxiety and promotes relaxation. It will improve sleep quality. It will enhance your body awareness. All right. Okay. Now, how to work in pressure? You need to time block and you need to manage your energy accordingly. What is a time blocking technique? You plan your task. Time blocking helps you to allocate specific time slots for your work based on your energy levels. Maybe your high focus works need peak energy hours. So if you are a morning person, plan those things early in the morning. The things that are not that much important, but you still want to do them, just put them in the area where you have even less energy and still you can do it. So time blocking and energy management works like that. All right. Then we have setting boundaries and say no. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to say no to everything. You need to be very mindful about that. You need to learn to set some boundaries. You need to say no where it is necessary. Because if you don't, you will be having anxiety and you will feel overwhelmed again and again. You need to protect your time and energy, right? You need to have something in your mind that this is the limit where I can stand, and now it is going for farther than that and I can't do that, right? Then we have something related to NLP. There are several techniques in NLP that can help you to reduce stress. One of them is on the screen right now. This is called anchoring. Okay. Let me teach you it quickly. If my screen gets off, please start presentation from your side. Okay. We have really reached the end of the presentation. Now, let's suppose you have some powerful, you have something like, for me, the powerful word is I want to feel powerful. Okay, this is one of the state that I really want in my life. So what I will be seeing, that I will go into my memory a time when I was really, really powerful. And when I go to that moment, I will just press it and will hold it for 3 seconds, and I will feel that moment where I was really, really powerful, and I will release it. This is the anchoring technique of NLP. You can anchor as many positive states as you want on this thing. And whenever you feel overwhelmed, just press it. All right. Then we have micro breaks. Take breaks during your work. Don't be a machine. Okay, you need to have some micro breaks so that your body also relax, your mind also relax, and you can manage your work easily, right? If you have breaks in your work, it will prevent burnout. And these breaks are intentional. You can go for some light walk, and you can just read a book, or you can practice that box breathing for yourself, so that will reduce your muscle tension. Okay, so this was all from my side. If there are any Q&As, please let me know. Use the chat. You can ask me anything. If there is no clarity about anything, please ask me. Okay. Over to you, Khizr, now. I think there are no questions as such.
Thank you all for joining us today, and a special thanks to Ms. Maharouk for this insightful journey into stress management. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the key lessons we've explored today. Stress management isn't just about understanding others, it begins with self awareness, self compassion, and a commitment to personal growth. We hope you leave today inspired and equipped with.
Just a minute, my camera.
We hope,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, Khizr. Thank you so much.
No problem. We hope you leave today inspired and equipped with tools to practice these skills in meaningful ways. Let this just not be an end of a session, but the start of a transformative journey. We look forward to seeing you at our future session. Follow us on our social media pages to get updated about our upcoming sessions. Until then, have a wonderful day. Take care. Goodbye.